And
action.
okay.
This is ridiculous.
Why? This is called being fun. We're the fun. We are the fun YouTube channel right here. Can't take yourself too seriously. Don't stand on my dress. Okay.
You're gonna wear that?
Yes, I have to. What am I gonna do? Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, as I promised you, I have Jorge with me and we are going to get to your questions. I'm not going to be able to ask him all of them, but you guys asked some pretty good questions and I'm interested to see what Jorge has to say.
I haven't heard these.
Yes, this is just going to be off the cuff. All right, ready? First question. Pam wants to know, do either of you have any musical abilities and/or is music part of your home life?
There's always spa music playing in the background everywhere we go through the LXS.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to play the violin, but I'm not really, consider myself a musician. So I don't do that anymore.
No, and I never did. I was always in choir and...
We're not really big music people, to be honest. Like we're just not. Like we're not into a particular band or group or anything. We just kind of like music here and there, just whatever we like.
I like a variety of music. Yeah.
Likewise.
Tracy wants to know, how do you and Jorge keep the fun going in your marriage and your family life, especially during these trying times?
Nikki makes me wear this every Friday. Just kidding. Well, Tracy, what I do is I'm very spontaneous, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I see Nikki is going through a tough time or being overworked, I just sweep her off her feet and take her to a movie or take her out to eat.
During these trying times, like they
during these times. Now, in some areas it's harder to go out. So yes, it's like we like to go to the movies a lot. Obviously, in more recent times, that's not an option as much as it used to be. So we just try to make the best of it. But I might make Nikki dinner here and set up the rope lighting outside and just have a little private date. Have one of the kids act as a waitress. So, so we just try to, what we do is we try to date. We still try to date each other and stuff. And
dating is so important.
So all that stuff, if you don't date, if you don't spend time together, if you don't talk, if you don't do all that stuff that you did before, then it really hinders the other stuff. So it's all a balance. You have to do the small stuff that you did before to keep the romance alive. And then as far as the kids we've done movie nights is what they love here at the house. They love me picking out a movie. Like I like movies a lot, and so I like to, I show them movies that they don't think they're gonna like, and I just tell them to just give it 10 minutes or just, if they don't like it, turn it off, and they always end up loving them. So that's kind of what we do with the family.
And then Lisa said that I've always wondered how you managed 4 children close together. I had 3 and remember the ladies in my church encouraging young mothers with stories and reflecting on how fast time goes, and it would make me take a pause and just realize that will be her one day. And I should enjoy all the little moments. Maybe it would be encouraging or fun to young viewers to hear how you and Jorge did it.
Well, we did have our kids pretty young, right? We were in our early 20s when we started having kids. Now the thing is that we put really no space in between the kids. They're really close together. And the hardest one is number 3. So since you stopped at 3, that might have felt like the hardest. But number 4 was easy. So I think because they're so close together, it did make some things more challenging, but I feel like in a way, the way we wanted to do it is them growing up together. So all the stages in their life are together. They were in diapers together. They were in toys together, right? So as we were going through life, they're all kind of in the same stage of life. And we just wanted that for ourselves. And now here we are. Nikki is finally in her mid-30s. I'm in my late 30s. I'll be 38 soon. But so now that we're getting older, our kids aren't really that little. So, and you know what's weird is that I feel like I need my sleep now. There's all these, like, the age is really starting to show its face. And if you can, can't see it now, I have some gray coming out of my face. But
good thing you shaved.
So now I think it'd be crazy. Like, I know we could do it if we had another baby, even though the factory's closed. I know we could if we had to, but I'm glad that we chose to do it young. So if you're a young married couple considering to have kids, that's something you might want to consider.
Do it now.
Yeah, you know, it's up to you, obviously, but for our personal experience, we're gonna be in our 40s when our kids are grown up.
We get to do all the fun stuff now.
And we were super broke when we were young. Now we're just not as broke, but
I think the main takeaway from it all, really, though, is that we had a lot of help with our mothers, especially. Yeah. So
our parents are young. Yeah. Another benefit to having kids young is that your family is young.
Yeah.
My parents had the energy to be with my kids all day long.
Yeah, and my mom helped out a lot. So just accepting help when you need it, I think, is really important too.
Yeah, we went to the movies, talking about keeping the spark alive, Tracy. We went to the movies. That's
Lisa.
But she said, how do you keep the fun alive, Tracy? The way we did that is we went to the movies, and Ivan was a week old, our first. I dropped him off at my mom's house with some special milk that was produced by Nikki. And we went to the movies, and you know, some people might think that's weird, but like, Nikki was with that baby for a long time, growing him. So I think sometimes mothers have like this hard thing to, and fathers to, like, it's hard for them to get away from the baby. But you know what? It's a lot of help. I remember early on when Ivan was driving us crazy, we were exhausted. Young parents didn't know what to do. Nikki's mom had us come over here and just sleep. And her mom just watched the baby, and Nikki and I went to her mom's room and we just slept for hours, because it was just, you know, it's draining. You have to learn it. So nobody can teach you how to do that. You have to just go through it. Yep,
she made food, and then every time that we needed, anytime I needed to feed him, she would come in with him and then take him away. And you know, having a mother's helper is the best. So
yeah, it was really nice having her mom here, my mom. You know, just you have to accept help. It's okay. You know, you don't. I think
some people feel like they have to prove something.
Yeah, the best advice I can give you is accept help from people that know, right? Her mom had kids, my mom had kids. They know, and it's special for them too.
Yeah.
Make those bonds early.
All right, next. Now, Petra asked the next question, and it was actually one of the most asked or requested questions for Jorge. And that is, she said, it would be interesting to hear your thoughts on how the decluttering has been going on. We're in that path too, and how you motivate your children.
Well, Petra, you must know, motivating the kids is very challenging, okay? And one thing that I can say from our personal experience is don't let them get to you, because they get upset too, you know, and you're taking their things away, and you got to remind them that you're in charge and this is just the way it's going to be. And the thing with our kids is we talk about this a lot, actually, about how much they have. So our kids are very fortunate to have everything they need and more, right? So we have so much, and I get it. They're kids, okay? They don't appreciate things. They don't take care of things. And we were talking earlier about how sometimes the idea is better than actually them having it, right?
Or what your idea is of how the kids will play with it. Now, not all kids are like this. And with all 4 of our children, the only one that really appreciated toys was Aria. But then again, she didn't really take care of them.
It's only when she's in the mood for it, right? So they get so messy. So I just went in the girls' room and just took everything out. And it was just, and I gave them all a bin. And I said, put in here what you can't live without, what you really want. And that's it. And then the rest, I threw away a whole entire big garbage can of stuff out of there that, you know, they're just kids. But you still have to teach them to be neat, and you have to stay on them. That's the biggest thing, is staying on them, making sure their room isn't getting out of control. And the same thing that happens to me with my stuff. I start doing a project, I take tools out, I don't put them away right away, and before you know it, it's a mess. So,
well, what about this whole thing? Because we've already talked about, you know, like when we were doing the yard sale and all the stuff that you wanted to do. Now that you've gone through all your stuff, you know, talk about how much you got rid of and just what that did for you.
So I got rid of, we have a 3-yard dumpster at our house, right? And I filled that whole thing up twice. So I've really gotten rid of a lot of things that I thought I was going to use, things that I've been holding on to for years, that and sometimes you think something has value, so you keep it. But if you never use it, it doesn't have any value to you. It's better to give it away, sell it, or donate it, or throw it away. Sometimes, and it feels better to get rid of things. For me, it's just been really relieving to get rid of things. I just have things really spread out, and I'm really getting control of that, and I just don't want it to be something on my mind that burdens me. It's better just to, because now as I'm getting older, there's things I want to do with my time. I don't want to just be organizing my stuff or storing stuff that I'll never use.
Yeah.
I just recommend letting it go.
So those are going to be it for the questions. Jessica did want to know what you were going to be for Halloween, but I think this kind of answers
what
the
I'm
question.
For Halloween is whatever Nikki wants me to be. This year, this is what she wanted.
Well, I couldn't exactly find a good pairing. Usually I like to do the whole pairing.
The couples thing.
Yeah. There was an inmate. I could have been an inmate in orange, but I decided against that. And we are going to be going to a friend's costume party tonight. And I need to make some chicken enchiladas, and I need to hurry up and do that. And then we're going to be going. So
we know we didn't get to every question, and for that we apologize. But time is of the essence, and we have to move it along.
Move it along. So that will do it today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below if you are going to be dressing up and what you will be. And until next time, we hope that you take care, stay well, and we will talk next week. Bye, everyone.